Meg Storms here with Play Golf Alberta, and I'm here at the Wolf Creek Golf Resort with the Director of Golf, Ryan Vold. First of all, thank you so much for doing this with us today.
Oh, thanks for coming out.
Now, for people that haven't been out here before, can you tell us a little bit about what Wolf Creek is all about?
Well, we've been around for close to 30 years now and in Alberta, and we've been kind of a fixture on the golf map. We were built in the early 80s. Our designer is Rod Whitman, who is becoming quite notable in the last few years. He's designed a lot of great golf courses around the world. We're kind of an old style Prairie links design, which is something totally different than most people see around in the golf world. It's very natural, it's very rugged, what you see is what you get out here. The golf course can be a real test, lots of undulations on the greens. We got different types of bunkering, wasteland bunkering, pothole bunkers. So there's lots of different ways you can play the golf course when you come out here. So it is a real enjoyable experience for the golfer that comes out to Wolf Creek. It gives you a real test of the game and the way the game was played in the old world back in Scotland.
Now, everybody knows Wolf Creek because you drive right by it on Highway 2 and everybody looks at it and it always looks in such great shape. But it is quite different because you don't only have 18 holes,
Yep.
right? And you have the opportunity to play very different styles of courses depending on which nine you go.
Yeah, we've got our original course, which was built in the early 80s. That's what we call the old course. It's a little shorter than our links course, which is about 7,100 yards, whereas the links course is about 6,600 yards. They're both a real good test of golf. One's a bigger golf course than the other. What I mean by that is we're built it on more land. The old course was built on a little over 140 acres, where the links course is well over 220 acres. So it's what we call a bigger course. It's wider. It's a little more room on it. You can spray the ball a little more on the links course, but then again, there's a lot of tests out there that are a little different too. So there's two different aspects to the game when you come out here. Same designer. It's almost the evolution of the designer. His first design was at Wolf Creek in the early 80s, and his last design was just 3 years ago in 2008 with the Lynx Back 9.
That's awesome. And not only that, but you have a chance to come out and enjoy it. Was it 36 holes you want people to come out and play, and you have a special program for that?
Well, it's something we just kind of fell into it. We've got 36 holes, and what we're finding is a lot of the groups come out here for the day. And you usually can get them for an extra round if it's a nice day and they're out here for the day. They want to enjoy the atmosphere. We've got a great chef here that cooks some great meals, and golf is an experience, and especially coming out Wolf Creek, it's an experience, and it's a trip. And make a day of it. You don't have to be 4 hours and get home. It's a full day. We call it an all-inclusive package. You come in the morning, you play the old course in the morning or the links course, and then you play the opposite course in the afternoon. Have a little break between, have lunch, and get on your carts or walk or whatever you want to do, and be here for the whole day.
I like it, and you have me sold, that's for sure. Now I want you to give me one more thing that really sets you apart from all the other courses in Alberta.
Well, I think the style of the golf course is probably really unique, and that's what people find when they come out here. It's not this perfectly manicured golf course. It's a rugged look. It's an old style look. It's something that looks like it's been here for thousands of years, and that's what we try to portray. We're not a typical country club. We're basically a resort that's what we call a Prairie links design. It takes the natural land the way it is, and we just build a golf course around it. So what you see is what you play out here. There's not a lot of trees, but there is some trees. So there's a little bit of variety out there. So you got a little bit of everything out here.
There's definitely some trouble, and I've definitely found a lot of it in my days golfing here at Wolf Creek. Now we're checking out the fourth green on the old course. This is the view from the clubhouse, and Ryan, you've made a bunch of new changes here.
Yeah, we've kind of opened it up a little bit. First, visually from the clubhouse, we've knocked the trees back off the number one tee box. One of the reasons we did that was just to give a little more view for the customers after they finished the round. And then on the golf hole itself, we kind of widened it out a little bit. Our architect came out and he felt after 30 years that we need to kind of give it a little more room. It's tough enough as it is, and it's got the creek on the west side, and it's got the water behind it, so it's a really tough golf course. So by opening it up a little bit, it just makes it a little more playable for the average golfer.
Ryan, thank you so much for your time, and don't forget that you can book your tee time at the Wolf Creek Golf Resort on playgolfalberta.com. Thanks, Ryan.
Okay, great. Thank you.